I'm Kayla Dostal.
I'm Robbie Mines.
And I'm Matthew Carson.
And our worldview is theism.
Simply stated, the theistic worldview is that there is a God who created the universe and has the power to act on the happenings in the universe. While this definition can apply to Judaism and Islam, the theistic worldview is most predominantly looked at through the lenses of Christianity. The basic points that come from the worldview express that God is all-powerful and good. The universe is totally dependent on God, that man was created in God's image, and when a man dies, his soul will continue forever. Other points of theism include that our ethics and morality are reflective of God's character, and that the history of the world is made up of a sequence of events with specific endings, that God has a plan for humans, and humans can better understand the life that God has planned for them through the readings of the Bible.
With this knowledge, we can begin to depict the world through a theistic worldview. First, the ultimate reality, or absolute nature of all things, is God. God is in control of all things and therefore reigns over the absolute nature of these things. That being said, according to the theistic worldview, God is also the source of life and happiness. God created man in the likeness and image of himself, and one's happiness is dependent on the plan that God has destined for him or her. These views mean that being human is to live a life reflective of God's so that their souls may get to heaven. Though humans have the limitation of sin, unlike God, a human should strive to live out of a life following the same ethics and morality that God possesses. Though this means these morals are possessed by humans by nature, passages in the Bible provide examples of how humans should live their life. Because God created the universe, humans would not exist without God, and therefore God is most important in the existence of human beings. Reflecting on the morality piece recently discussed, humans should live a life following the ethics and morals given to them by God, with God and the Bible being the guide for human morality. To summarize, what should be of value to humans is the lessons taught to them through the Bible and the way they live their life, so their souls can reach everlasting peace in heaven.
Though humans were created in the image and likeness of God under the theistic worldview, unlike God, they are mortal and prone to sin. Sinning and going against God's will is humans' fundamental problem. The theistic worldview teaches that God has a plan laid out for each and every one of his creations, and going against that plan leads to consequences, the most severe being eternal damnation in hell. To get to heaven, the resolution of humanity, humans must follow the plan God has laid out for them while acting in a way that is similar to the way that God and the Bible teaches. So to conclude theism, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the worldview, and what are our opinions on it? I think the worldview, the advantage of it is it's straightforward. You can look in the Bible and you can see exactly what you should be viewing through the Bible. If you're Jewish, you can look at the Torah, and you can look at the Quran if you're Islam. And so that in that way, it's straightforward and easy to comprehend big ideas such as morality. Something that I think is wrong with it is that it is a small lens, so you're looking at something like the Bible to get all of your answers from, when it's one singular book in a giant world. And so that's my opinion on theism.
Yeah, so I agree with that, and to add on to fulfilling, like, everyone wants to live a fulfilling life through, like, one mean or another, and, like, finding God, like, that affects billions of people throughout the world. And with that, like, even though it is an entity bigger than humankind, billions of people have their own beliefs, and that's how that.
Robbie, do you have anything to add?
I do think it's really important for some people to have something bigger than themselves to live for and to look forward to. I also think that the overall teachings of the Bible and other religious scripts are important for showing guidelines, more as kind of like how you should treat other people, and that if you do live a just and righteous life, you will be rewarded in the afterlife.
Okay, and that is theism. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.